All right, guys. So we're trying something new, right here.
We're just gonna
Doing
have like a talk,
it's technically like a
a
a
podcast.
podcast.
You know,
Uh,
we know it's too early, but we just want to try it out.
and we don't really have a name for it, but I guess if we ever called it a name, I will call it
Shitty podcast.
shitty broadcast. The only reason why we'll call it shitty broadcast because we got shitty equipment and this is
Yeah.
what we have.
All right.
All right, so topic of the day, dude.
Ghosts. You believe in them?
Goes. Well, first of all, let me start saying that the first thing why I wanted to talk about this topic was because I was out with the boys yesterday and we were drinking some beers.
Yeah.
And you know when you're drinking some beers, you just think of stupid
Yeah.
shit,
Just say dumb shit.
say dumb shit. So out of nowhere, we just started. We got into this topic about ghosts, and there's a lot of debate about ghosts, if it's real, if it's fake.
Yeah.
There's people that witness ghosts, and there's people that do these demonic shit, but they don't witness anything. So it's a lot of controversy about what's real and what's fake.
Mhm.
But in my opinion, what I say, I don't know, man. It's just hard to tell if it's fake or it's real. But I kind of aim for that. I do believe in ghosts. I
Yeah.
think ghosts are real, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in ghosts for sure.
Ghosts for sure.
Yeah, cause I know I told my parents. I don't know if I told you. I probably did tell you. You just probably laughed. Um, you know how they always go out. You know, have fun.
Yeah.
You're always with your homeboys. Um, I was in the house, the living room, with the dogs, and I was just watching a show on Netflix. And in the side of my eye, I see the cabinet from the kitchen like open, and
No,
I paid attention to
I
it.
don't think you ever told me about this.
Nah,
No.
alright. So I paid attention to it,
Uh-huh.
but now I'm like, it's probably just my imagination, and I see our two dogs, just looking, whimpering, and barking, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I was getting scared, but I
When
was
was
trying to
this?
ignore it. It was like I think 8 months ago, or like yeah,
8 months ago. Nah,
yeah,
yeah, you never told me about this, eh?
nah. And I was getting scared. They started barking, but I ignored it. And then I heard something. You know how the cabinet or you open something, it goes like a little
Yeah.
creak. Yeah, I heard that. I turned back and I see it like closed, and I'm like, what the hell? Is this real or is it like just a wind? But the windows were closed
Mhm.
because it was cold that time.
Mhm.
So I was like confused. I was in disbelief.
Did you believe at that moment that
Yeah, I did believe in like
it was a
ghosts.
ghost? You
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
You sure it wasn't like the day was like cloudy or windy at the day?
Nah, cause I had the windows closed from both sides, the kitchen one and the living room.
Okay.
So I was in disbelief, cause I did think of that, and I'm like, it can't be. So our explanation is like a ghost.
Well, is that the only time you ever witnessed something like you experienced
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I remember I don't know if it was you or Oscar that told me when you guys were small, you guys had like a necklace
All right.
of
Now, okay.
Jesus.
Look. All right. So back then, when I was no, when I was small, probably like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Well, obviously my parents would drag us to go to church. So at that time when we go to church, it wasn't church, but it was like a hang around thing
That
for
little like
church. Yeah.
where
So
they
it's
had
like
take little kids.
yeah. So but it wasn't for little kids. It was also for adults.
Yeah.
But so my parents will go to this hang around. It's like a place where they hang around and they gather like the adults and they talk about the word of God. They talk
Wait,
about.
which one? Like the big church or like the small one?
It was over there by Saint Anthony.
No, yeah, cause you know how there's another one close where it's Saint Anthony too, but they do the small church there, and there's like a little background area where kids play outside.
No, it was a big one, I think.
Oh, okay.
And basically, point is that these adults, they'll go and just talk about the word of God, and they'll talk about the experience.
Don't mind the background. My bad. My mom's doing food.
Yeah, the background, man. My mom's cooking some food. She's cooking some mole.
Yeah.
Mole for tomorrow. We're gonna have a party tomorrow. But back at it again. Point is, mom used to go to these like to this meeting for churches,
Yeah.
and then besides from that, uh, they will have another place for kids. So parents would take the kids. The church people would take the kids away and put them in the kids' place.
Yeah, for
And
like
technically, it's like for kids to teach
they
stuff
teach you
about
stuff.
yeah they
Yeah, for
teach you
kids.
stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
So I would hate going there. It's not that you know
You just felt it weird being there in front of
no, it's
everyone.
not that. It's just I hate going there. It was boring. Personally, to me, it's boring. I think I believe in God, and I don't want to say it's time wasted, but it's just boring for me. I think everybody
Yeah,
needs.
like I believe in God too, but I don't see the point of going to church.
Yeah,
Like you could believe in it, but I still see the point of going.
yeah,
It's not like you're going to hell because you didn't go.
yeah.
I feel like as long as you really believe in Him, and you like do pray at home or like anywhere you're at, that's good enough.
Okay, yeah. I think we should say that for another topic.
Uh,
Talking about God. All right. So from there was this lady that she had rosaries. That's what it's called.
yeah,
She had rosaries, but it was and I really didn't really care about much rosary, but she had to glow in the dark, and it caught my eyes. I was like, oh damn, that's cool. So so the catch was if you pay attention to the lecture that they were gonna give out, they were gonna answer some questions, and whoever answered the most questions right
yeah.
wins the rosary, the glow in the dark rosary. So I was stoked. I was like, oh, I want this. So I kid you not, that was the only time I ever paid attention at the lecture because I really wanted that rosary.
Oh, so they
Uh,
question you too.
Yeah, so
Okay.
at the end of the lecture, they question the kids, and whoever got the most question right, they win the rosary,
Yeah, I
right?
remember that because it was like
Yeah, and so obviously I paid attention and I got basically almost every question right, and at the end of the day, I won the rosary. And the funny thing is that all I wanted was the rosary,
yeah,
and the lady told me this is a lucky rosary. It's gonna glow in the dark, and when you put it on and you go to sleep with it, a spirit is gonna be behind you taking care of you while you're sleeping. I didn't really care for it. I just like, all right, whatever. Just give me the damn
Wait,
rosary.
so was it only you that won the rosary,
I think there was
or
other
like
people.
multiple?
I think it was like two more people, two
Oh,
more
so
kids.
it wasn't just one lucky winner.
And
It was like
one
whoever
lucky-
pays.
yeah.
Oh, so there's not that much kids who paid attention. Then that's what you're saying. You've only other.
There
two
was
other
there's
people.
kids, but I just think they didn't really care for it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
at that time, there's kids that don't really care.
Yeah,
There's kids that there's a certain prize that like, oh shit, I want this. But that prize grabbed my attention. I really wanted it because it was a glow in the dark, and besides from that, it looked cool.
yeah.
So I wanted it. And she told me, this is a lucky rosary. When you go to sleep today, the spirit is gonna be behind and take care of you while you're sleeping.
Watching over you.
Huh?
While like
Watching over
yeah.
you, and I really don't care. I was like, I didn't really tell her anything. I just didn't really care. I just like wanted the rosary, so I put it on that same night, and I told her, everything was finished, church was finished, and we went home. And I told my mom, I won this rosary. She said, oh, well,
Congrats.
congratulations and everything. Well, point is, I got home and I slept with the rosary. I covered myself with the blanket to see how I looked, and it looked fucking
Yeah.
dope. It looked cool. I
Every
kid
kid's
you not,
dream.
dude. This happened when I was like 10, 12. I don't remember. I don't know, honestly.
If it was a dream.
I don't know if it was a dream.
because of what she told to you.
Yeah. No, but I didn't think about that until like the day I woke up, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know if it was actually true that I saw it in real life or if it was just a dream. But at that time we had bunk beds. I was sleeping the bottom and my older brother was sleeping on top. So I don't know where I just woke up out of the random and I was facing towards the wall, towards the window that side.
Yeah. And
And
I used to sleep in the other room, huh?
yeah, we used to live
Yeah.
in the other room. And at that time I didn't have my blanket on, so I was sleeping completely like not naked, like fully naked, but I was just sleeping without a blanket on.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping facing towards the bed down. And next thing you know, I see glowing. And I was like, what the fuck? What is going on here? And so I turn around and I see a spirit, but the spirit was glowing, like neon glowing.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it from the bottom of the feet. And I was like, oh shit, dude, that's crazy. And I looked up. I kid you not, man. You couldn't see his face.
You couldn't, because it was like glowing.
It was glowing, but
Alright.
you just couldn't see his face. And that shit scared me. So what I did, I turned around, I covered myself with the blanket, and I forced myself to sleep. But towards when I still cover myself to the blanket, you still see glowing outside of the blanket, dude. And that was, to me, it was kind of scary because I didn't know if it was a saint, like a good saint
Yeah.
that was watching over me, like just like the lady said, or if it was just actually a ghost. But I woke up the next day and I told my mom about it, and I told her, hey, it's funny because this lady told me this and it actually happened. And mom, like, you know, she was like, okay, well, damn, that's cool.
Like she
Yeah,
didn't
she
care.
didn't even care because she was doing something, but that's crazy. And I mean, there's another story too, which is kind of crazy, but so at one point, we had to move into the other room, which is this room
This
right
one,
now. Yeah. And I think I was like between like 17 years old. I think 18, 17, probably 16. I can't remember. But my brother was noticing that I was sleepwalking. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, I remember when mom used to tell stories when you were young too. She said one time they had a rocking chair.
Yeah,
And
hold
then,
on,
like,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me tell that story. But point is, I didn't know I was sleepwalking. My brother was said I was randomly just get out of bed and just stand there, and then I'll go back to sleep. And at first, my brother didn't really say anything. He would just watch me. It got to the point that at one point, sometimes I'll come out the room and look for something, and I'll come back. And I didn't know this. I didn't notice this, and my brother never even told me until one day. He was like, "Hey, why do you get up in the middle of the night?" I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, yeah, you get up in the middle of the night. And I was like, and
Oh, so he thought you knew.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Nah, dude, you tripping?" And like, "Yeah, bro, you sleepwalking?" I was like, "Shit, I don't know." And so we had this rocking chair, right? We had this rocking chair. So I guess one day, I remember this too because I remember myself being in this rocking chair, and I remember out of nowhere I got up. I don't remember that I got out of the bed, but I kind of figured that I got out of the bed,
Yeah.
and then I was in the rocking chair, and you know that rocking chair used to make noises every time you rock back and forth.
Yeah.
And I know this because next thing you know, I started hearing voices in my head. You know, it was my parents. They were calling my name, like Daniel. Daniel. Then next thing you know, I started like picking up this my name louder and louder. And next thing you know, I see myself in rocking chair like this, rocking back and forth. And I open my eyes a little bit, and I see my parents at the other room, like peeking through the door, calling my name.
Oh, so the rocking chair was in this room.
It was by the front door, like
Oh,
getting
huh.
outside the house.
Oh, and they used to sleep here.
No, we will sleep in this room.
No, my parents.
Yeah.
Because you said they peeked out.
Yeah, they peeked out through
Alright.
the room door right here, and I remember because I remember opening my eyes a little bit, and I see my parents peeking through the door, both of them. And I remember saying Dan, and I saw myself like this, rocking back and forth. Then I looked up, and then they're still saying my name, and I said what? And then my parents were like, "What are you doing?" And the next thing you know, I just
Fall back asleep.
fall back to sleep, bro. Back.
Damn.
And then I think my mom said that when she had asked me what was I doing, I said something, but I didn't say it in the normal
Way.
way. She said it like if I was saying something else, like in a different
Like
language.
in demonic way.
I wouldn't say. I don't know if it was in a demonic, because I don't remember me saying that. But mom said that I said it like something like it was from a different language or some other shit.
Yeah.
And next thing I woke up and I was in bed. But my parents were really concerned at that moment where they're like, "All right, we need to do something," because they really thought I was possessed. To be honest,
Yeah.
and so I
I
remember
mean, if I would have seen you in that rocking chair too, I would have thought the same thing. If I would
and
just seen you sleepwalking normal, then I would have been like, oh, he's just sleepwalking. But the way you said you were rocking,
and I honestly do believe that people that do sleepwalk, I think like because they say that if you sleepwalk, it's the spirit controlling you.
Mhm.
But I'm not fully sure. It could be theories of other people, but I think I do believe that. But the point is that my parents were concerned about it now. Like after a couple times that I was sleepwalking, so my dad was spraying holy water at me the whole fucking night every time I go to sleep, and I
Oh
hated
yeah,
that
he used
shit.
to do that where he opened the bottle and just
Yeah,
yeah,
I hated that, and but I mean they did it because
they were concerned.
they were concerned, yeah,
Yeah,
and I kind of do believe it. If they would have never took action, I think
and like now you don't do it at all.
I don't do it at all. Yeah.
Cause or else I would have noticed. Cause I sleep late and I would have seen you like
No.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
But
But it is hard to believe, if ghosts are real, because you see a lot of videos online, like, oh, 3 a.m. this, or like,
Yeah.
And it's hard because you don't know if the videos are real or not, because there's a lot of real, well, this I say a lot, but there could be some real videos out there, and
it's
there's a
hard.
lot of fake videos.
It's hard to tell because nowadays
Everything's fake.
technology has advanced,
Yeah,
and even when people record shit, the quality still looks shit. So that to me still makes me believe that it's fake.
yeah.
It's like, dude, the cameras are
So, like, the
good
people who
quality.
actually see real ghosts and post it, you don't even know if it's real. You just say it's fake because of all the videos you
Honestly,
see.
to me, if I ever captured a real ghost, dude, I don't know if I ever publish it. Because
You don't think the ghost will after
I
you.
don't think the ghosts will come after me if I
Cause
ever
yeah,
publish it. But
cause they say ghosts hate that if you record them or like something, but I remember the reason I also believe in ghosts is because I remember I don't know if my mom told you too, when she used to live in Mexico, when she was small she used to like wake up in the middle of the night and like see some guy outside, and then like seconds later it's just gone, and then like later on she said I don't know the full story but I think she said she felt something grabbing her legs and pulled her.
shit, no.
Yeah, and then
Fuck
she said
that.
she did hear the La Llorona
Oh
like
shit.
one time, and yeah, so I'm like, dang. My dad also told me stories, but I don't remember because I know he told me a story, but it was a while back. All I remember is my mom because she keeps telling me, and she told me one time like her dad like saw it too, and he got out and started screaming. He was like, "Who's out there? Who's out there?" And like the ghost just like disappears, and so like
That's crazy. I mean, I guess the question will be if you ever, wherever you are, I guess, or whatever you're doing, have you ever witnessed a ghost? What would be your reaction?
honestly, first I'll probably like freeze, cause I'm scared. You'll be like frozen. And second, I think I'll just like run while crying. I'm
Yeah?
gonna be honest with you, cause
I mean, I
well,
always.
it depends too. Like at that time, if it's like a door opening, then I'll just be scared. But if I actually like see like a figure, then that's when I'm like, oh hell no, I'm out. Like I'm
I
going to
mean,
church. I'm gonna be crying.
honestly, like I gotta ask him. I gotta ask so many times. Um, like what would I do if I ever witness a ghost, or if I see a ghost, or a ghost appears out of nowhere? It's hard to tell what would I do because you could say you could do this, but your reaction will be different
Yeah.
when it happens. But I don't know. I know I'll freak out for sure, and the only thing I could say is I'll get out of there, wherever situation that I'm at. But one thing for sure, I know I'll be traumatized for probably the rest of my life
Yeah,
because
that's for sure.
if I see something, my next question will be. My questions, I will have a whole bunch of questions like, why is it coming after me? Why Why me? What does it want?
Oh, so you don't mean like just when you go somewhere you just see it. You mean like is
Because
you see it at your house or like what do you
anywhere,
mean
it could
anywhere?
be anywhere. Because
Because I know you've gone to like places like abandoned places at night or like dark places
yeah, yeah.
and like I and if you seen a ghost just there once, would you still be thinking that or you're just be like, dang, I'm not going back there?
I think I'll stop be thinking that because I feel like I believe in destiny. First of all, I believe in destiny because if destiny was like, let's say, first of all, destiny tells you to do this. Destiny doesn't tells you to do this and that. It's actually it's just I
It's
believe in.
already
It's like destiny is. How can I explain it? It's hard to explain it, but
like your
it's
destiny is already chosen what what's gonna happen to
yeah
you.
because you just
It's like
it's
destiny's
not
like this
destiny
is how you're
telling
gonna
you. It's
yeah.
not destiny telling you, hey, get up. You're going to the abandoned house.
It's already what you're already
It's
gonna
you
do.
just wake up and you're just like, damn. If I want to go to the abandoned house, you just think about it. But that's what destiny.
You
It's
already
it's
everybody knows what you're
it's
gonna
like a
do.
chapter. It's like a chapter of your life, like where you were supposed to go to that house because
Yeah, because
that's
it
what
was
destiny
already
wanted.
written.
That's what destiny wants for you to do, and that's what I believe. So because if you wanted to go to the abandoned house, it was for a reason. It could be either because the ghost wants you to be there, or because just it's probably the
And you never experienced nothing, right? Like ever going to these places? Because I know I think like 2 weeks you went to like an abandoned zoo at night,
yeah.
and
I
like
personally go to like abandoned places, but I have never experienced or witnessed a ghost. But like I
or
said,
like nothing moving. But that's like, because you told me when you go to these places like at night or like scary, um, your mind plays tricks on you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like, was there any point where you're there and you're like, did you guys hear that or like, did you guys see that?
I hear this, but I never mention it because
You know your mind's playing
I know
tricks.
it's either like I know it's probably my mind playing tricks, but I only say something when my friends say something. When my friends say, "Hey, did you hear that?" Then I'll say like,
Oh yeah,
I'll
did
question it first. What did you hear? And then if it sounds like the same shit that I just heard, then I'll be like, "Yeah, dude, I heard that."
you just didn't want to say
I
nothing.
just don't want to say anything. Sometimes when my friends say, "Did you hear that?" and then I'll be like, "Nah, I didn't hear anything." Then that's obviously it's your mind playing tricks. But other than that, obviously, yeah, I heard some shit, but I just feel like it's my mind, it's
Yeah,
playing tricks on you. But like I said, if I ever see a ghost, then yeah, I'll be traumatized
yeah.
for
Cause
sure.
if you go there to like experience like something scary, obviously your mind's gonna play tricks. But if you go there just to go or have fun, I feel like you're not gonna hear nothing or like experience nothing. You get me?
Well, there's just I don't know if it's the same, but supposedly I heard that if you believe in it, it'll happen to you. It'll eventually happen to you. But if you don't believe your shit, nothing
It's never
happens
happened.
because
I mean, sometimes like you don't believe in it, but it happens, which makes you start believing in it. You get
that's
me?
true. That could be true as well. But I don't know. Would you? I guess my other question was, would you ever be down to do some demonic shit with some friends?
Honestly, nah,
No.
nah. Like what the, I mean, I question myself sometimes. I'm like, I want to try a Ouija board just to see if it's real or not. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, because if I do it and if it's real, then I feel like ghosts or like something the body's gonna be following my whole life, and that's something I don't want to risk.
That's true. Honestly, man, like even though I am scared of these shits, I think I would do it.
Yeah, like
But I
what?
wouldn't. I
Like,
wouldn't do it.
how far would you go?
You see, the thing is that I wouldn't control it, but I'll be present.
Oh, so okay,
So
yeah.
if my group of friends tell me, "Hey, you guys are down to play the Ouija board,"
You'll just be there.
I wouldn't. I'll be that type of person that wouldn't say anything.
No, but I mean like you'll just be in the background looking, or
None.
you will like actually
I'll
play.
sit. I'll sit there and I'll probably put my finger in there and just play.
No,
Either
I know,
that
but
or
like
I'll just be in the background
yeah, but
and like
like
just watching.
how far would you go with it? You know, like they say, let's do the star thing.
Nah, then
Nah,
that's
just Ouija board. Or
I'll
like,
just get off and I'll just be watched. But I heard that
I feel like even though you watch it, it's gonna go after you too.
yeah, but I guess it's just out of curiosity.
If it's real or not.
If it's obviously I think it's real,
Yeah.
but I just want to see like experience it. I guess that's the way I want to put it. But yeah, I think I'll do it, but I wouldn't do it by myself.
Yeah, obviously.
I
Not.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Nah.
able to take control and speak to it. I would just be that type of person that would just be present, and that's.
But would you ever go to like a haunted place? Cause you go to just abandoned places, which is different from haunted places,
Damn, a
which
haunted
are
place.
also abandoned too. But I mean, like, one is supposedly not haunted, the other one is. So would you do that one?
Would I ever do it? That's a good actually a good question, but I don't know if I. Let's see. I'll probably do it throughout the day, but I don't think I'll do it throughout the night for sure.
Just okay.
For
Because you
sure.
think it's gonna be more worse during the night.
Yes, because supposedly I heard that at 3:30 in the morning that's when
Oh, like the
uh,
3 a.m. challenge or like.
no like technically supposedly that at 3 a.m. is when the spirits and ghosts and demons are active. That means that they get out and they're out there.
Well,
That's
I don't
what it
believe
is.
the 3:31 because there's a lot of videos out there. It's like, oh, 3 a.m. and there's mostly like just fake.
I don't know, but that's. But I'll do it throughout the day for sure.
Yeah.
But I
think
know
would
that.
too. Because
Yeah.
it's like a little bit more safer, you know. Well,
Oh,
now
shit.
let's not say safer because it could still happen, but like you'll be less scared
Yeah.
than during the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and usually throughout the day there's more light
yeah.
than throughout the night. But I'll say throughout the day for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, but at the end of the day, I think what I'm trying to say about this broadcast, whatever we want to call this, whatever the viewers want to, think of this, but I think ghosts are real
Yeah.
overall. I think it just depends on the experience you have, because you could hear it from other people and you still can't believe it. You just gotta witness it.
Yeah, because I know some people will tell you, but sometimes it's like fake.
Yeah,
You know?
it's hard to believe what people tell you, you know.
But I feel like once it happens to you, then
And,
that's when you
yeah.
believe them. You're like, yeah, bro, because it
Yeah.
actually happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I think that'll be it for this episode of broadcast. Make sure you guys stay tuned. If you guys like it, make sure you guys leave a like on the button.
Subscribe.
Make sure you guys subscribe. Like I said, we haven't found a name for this
But we're thinking about calling it a shitty
Yeah, we're-
podcast.
shitty
Because, I mean,
broadcast.
come on.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
I mean, we just got a table and we're just us two, just talking about the topic of ghosts.
I mean, we may change locations when, when a friend wants to come
Yeah.
and like join in, like
Uh-huh.
talk sometime.
No, make sure you guys stay tuned because the next topic that I really want to talk about, and I know it has happened, it had already happened, but I feel like a good topic that I want to talk about will be abortion. I know that abortion has been banned in Alabama, and I feel like I want to talk about it. So stay tuned about that.
Talk
and
about how you feel about it. All right.
talk about what I think and what I feel about it, and the
And
the
your
disagreements
opinions.
and the agreements of it. But
Yeah.
make sure you guys stay tuned for that, because that's a topic that
We want to get.
we want to
to
get
it.
into, and I know it had already happened, but I don't think it's too late to talk about it.